Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in the Seattle Seahawks. The Bison zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure?
Up against an offense is playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
When you talk about this, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been defense right now.
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, able to avoid him. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
63.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
On this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. What is it?
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Geno now to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Aesl. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now. And he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
There we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Approach drive number 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. The tackle by N'Kobe.
Didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the... I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check 59, Cobra.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith. In trouble. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Ready.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT.